Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Not Related Podcast. It's your hosts, Alex and...
No.
So, guys, this podcast is a bit different. You want to know why? No, I'm sure you don't, but I'm going to tell you anyways. I am currently across the world in South Africa right now, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I have this filter on where it looks like I'm in space.
She's actually in space.
Because I honestly am pretty close to space. I'm just kidding. That doesn't make sense.
Your mic is literally in space too. Like the top of your
mic.
Your mic's in space. Half of your mic is in space.
My mic's in space also. No, I'm in space. But no, I'm in South Africa across the world, spending time with my man, and I'm all like across the universe and stuff. And
I'm in my house like always.
Nick is at his house in Florida, per usual, hibernating, and I am elsewhere in the world. And this is pretty typical for my life, but I am really grateful to be here in South Africa and still be able to record this podcast with you guys. So I had to do a whole bunch of crap, and we had to figure out a whole lot of stuff with our equipment and all this crap, but basically, we figured it out, I think. So if I sound a bit weird, or if Nick sounds a bit weird or whatever, please bear with us as we perfect this sound situation from our first time having like a portable podcast, I guess. So hopefully it doesn't sound too crappy and you guys don't hate us. But if you do hate us, we understand. And
I don't care if you hate me.
And we hope you have a good life. Yeah, we hope your life is great.
I have a horrible life. I'm just kidding. I love you all.
Love you all, but not really. Okay, so Nick and I have not even spoken at all about the topics for today. So Nick and we are both going to be just equally as confused and shocked. This is literally our very first time even speaking is while we're live on the podcast. So Nick, I found some interesting things on the internet to speak to you about this week.
I bet. Let's go.
First thing is, do you know who Taylor Holder is?
Yes.
So Taylor Holder, I don't know. I literally don't know anything about this guy. I've seen like 2 of his videos before.
He's like an F-boy. But I've seen a few of his stuff. I made fun of him in a few videos.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's commented on one of my videos in the past. Or like his friends did or whatever. Yeah, because I made fun of him a couple of times. I don't even remember. I just know all of them have freaking commented on my videos at one point because I've made fun of each of them. Then the videos blow up.
For real. No, they really do.
I don't care.
So there's this new trend on TikTok, probably one of my favorite new trends, and it's from small businesses that are exposing celebrities and or social media influencers that were sent free items or paid to post about their clothes, you know what I mean? And didn't. So it's a new trend, and I see it all the time now, and I absolutely love this trend because I think if you are a social media influencer or content creator or celebrity or whoever, and you ask for clothes from someone and you don't post when a small
that's
business...
why I never accept those usually, unless I really, really, really want the product. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like if I'm not like in need of the product or really want the product, then I'm like, no, like you're going to pay me to do this, or like I'm not doing it.
No, same.
Dude, I don't understand why some of them do that. Okay, once you're done with that, I have another one that I'm going to tell you about whenever you're done with that.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Well, long story short, I see that he messaged this store called like, I guess, Clothes by Joshua or something. And Taylor Holder messaged them on Instagram. Like he screenshotted the DM and everything. Like he's got receipts, bro. But this guy, Taylor Holder, said, yo, would love to collab with you guys and get some of y'all's clothes. They're super dope. So this dude goes, definitely, Taylor. Would you be down to make a post if I sent you a care package? And Taylor replied with, yeah, I could throw you up on my story and tag you and everything. I get hella views on my story. So the guy goes, let's do it, man. He
himself up.
Yeah, this guy goes, let's do it, man. I'll send you a few pieces, blah, blah, blah. All good.
Oh, that's
so then this guy goes, okay, what's a good address? So he sends the address, and like 10 days passed, 10 days, like he already received it or whatever. And he goes, hey man, like you get the piece, whatever. Taylor didn't reply. And then he said, yo, we had a deal. And Taylor goes, bro, I still didn't get the package. And then the guy goes, it's delivered like 2 to 3 weeks ago. And he's like, could I send you another one since you didn't get the first one? And then he stopped replying. Taylor like just stopped replying like completely. So in Taylor's defense, I don't want to jump straight to like he didn't get the package.
If he really didn't receive it, then I understand.
But like, this guy swears that it was delivered. Yeah,
and if he really wanted it, why wouldn't he have wanted the second package, considering he was offered another package?
Exactly. No, the store owner was being really nice, and Taylor was like barely responding, just like whatever, like typical like crap, you know what I mean? So
that's messed up.
The only way I see where this is potentially okay, and he still should have replied way more, is if he really didn't get the package and it's like, okay, but the guy swears it was delivered.
Okay, but not just that though. Like, here's the thing, Taylor, you went out of your way. Like, this isn't like a company coming to you either. So like,
yeah, exactly.
This is what makes me feel weird about this is like, if you go to a company, that clearly means you're in want of their product. So then let's say it didn't deliver and the store owner was like, hey, that's fine. Like, he just blew it off clearly and was like, I'm gonna send you another one. Why would you then not say yes and accept that and all of a sudden ghost him? What I'm thinking is, I bet it actually did get delivered, and maybe this would happen too. Maybe Taylor didn't like the quality of product and didn't want to promote it to his fans. That could potentially be like a thing. But at the same time, bro, you went out of your way. You got to
He should have said that. He should have said to the store owner, look, man, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. And I don't feel comfortable, like, posting this. And I get that. And then send it back. Like, then he should have sent it back.
Okay, yes. Yeah. That would be the right thing to do.
Because I'm not going to lie. If I reached out to a company, they sent me the package. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. And then I actually see the products or feel them or use them or whatever, and I hate them. I'm not going to post about it. So then I'm going to say either, hey, I don't feel comfortable posting this. I'm just going to, honestly, I'll probably just pay them for whatever the product was before I send it back. Cause it's like, okay, that's too much of a hassle on its own. So I'd probably just be like, look, can I just Venmo you, the cost of this package and whatever, but I don't feel comfortable posting this, to my audience. That's what I would have done. But if anything, Taylor just stopped responding, and I'm not even going to completely call him out, because now it's a trend. So now like a ton of them are starting to do that. So like a ton of people who have small businesses are exposing TikTok celebrities who are taking their stuff and not posting.
Bro, I'm just glad I just don't respond to a lot of people that email me.
Dude, right?
It's like, oh my God. But I don't have the time either, bro. And half of them, they're always just like the annoying, like pay per view posts, like garbage. And I'm like, bro, stop the cap right now. Like,
for real.
Either flat fee me or just like, I'm not. No. I'm so sick and tired of hearing the so-and-so made $1 million this month promoting this app. And I'm like,
right.
No, they didn't. They made $25 and some change. Shut the freak up. Like,
yeah, like, come on.
Anyways, so the one I was going to tell you about. Okay, so I heard one about the Sway House. Not totally sure how true it is.
Crap.
Okay. But I heard one, there was this dude, I think it was in like a podcast. I saw like a clip of it. And he was basically just saying how he did like a painting at the Sway Boys house in one of their rooms. It was for like some, like, I think it was like a prank that they were doing or something. Anyways, he went to go do this painting, right? They were supposed to owe him like all this money, I guess. Mm-hmm. So he does this painting, and then all the boys, he kept saying how when he was just like, like doing his stuff on the wall or whatever, all the guys were coming in like, yo, like laughing and just like being so obnoxious, like videotaping this dude and whatnot. He's just like, Like, first of all, he didn't even know who they were. He just got hired for a job. He didn't even know it was It's just like at their house, just like painting a wall. Like, what the?
No way.
Like, he's like, all these kids just kept coming in. He's like, they're all like 18 years old and they're all just coming into the room, videotaping me and laughing. And they're like all like joking around and like asking me a million questions and stuff. He's like, I was getting so annoyed. Like, I'm just trying to do my job. And like, these kids are being so obnoxious. And then he's like, and then at the very end of it, then like I leave, right? And like, I try and like bill them and they ghost me. And like, they just like, don't like, he said he got nothing. I don't know how true it is or not, but yeah, he said
they like didn't pay him.
He was supposed to get shout outs on their YouTube channels and stuff like that. I guess like they ended up rolling that into, which is kind of weird to me because like he didn't know that like they were so, I don't know. The whole thing was a little sketchy, like both ends. But yeah, he was basically saying like he didn't get paid and he didn't get any shout outs that he was supposed to get.
Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
But it kind of sounded weird. He was trying to say like he didn't know who they were, but I don't know. Maybe he just meant like he didn't follow them.
That's messed up though. I've heard that they do some sketchy stuff though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I've heard some weird stuff.
Speaking of them, is Bryce Hall in the Sway House? Is that the one he's in?
Dude, I have no idea. These kids switch up so much. Like I thought Josh was like the leader, and now he's like off doing podcasts with freaking Dave. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? And then like him and Bryce, I guess, were beefing. They just made a song together on Little Huddy like not too long ago. And then now they were like beefing. Now they're friends again. And then like they were posting something. I saw like a post that was saying something like, you know, Sway Boys meet up with Josh again or whatever. I was like, I thought Josh was the freaking leader of this crew. What is going on right now?
I thought Josh, I don't even know.
I'm so confused. And then they made like a gaming house and like half of them split over there. Some of the kids I don't even know, bro. To me,
everything
this is like
they
Team
do
10 2.0. I don't know what's going on.
Everything they do is for money and it's kind of aggravating.
It really
But you know what they did?
They're making that bag though.
Huge bag.
Jealous of the bag.
They're making millies.
Yeah, I'm jealous of the bag.
But no, speaking of the Sway House, the reason why I ask about Bryce Hall is okay. So people listening, you guys, if you don't know who these people are, don't sweat it. They're not important. But the most followed person on TikTok is Charlie D'Amelio, and her sister.
Bro, is she dead now? Like, I don't ever see her.
I don't see her either.
I think she hit 100 mil. It just got cut off.
TikTok shadow banned her.
How many does she have?
No, I have no idea, Nick. I haven't been on her account in like 6 months.
I'm gonna go look.
Wait. Okay, yeah. Look while I'm talking. But so her sister is Dixie D'Amelio, who is dating Noah Beck, who is in. I think he's in the Sway House.
Okay, Charlie's account's dead.
Dead?
Like for her, it's dead. Like it's
how
dead.
How many views is she getting?
She's only getting like 20.
20 mil?
Yeah, 20 mil. But like, okay, you gotta think it's still insane. But for her, that's dead. Like, dude, she's got 108 million followers now. But she hit 100 mil. Was that like
that's
2
crazy.
months? Like 2 months ago, bro. She's slowed down. Like that's actually a real slowdown.
Wow.
I mean, for her, like obviously it's still a lot, right? Like she's still getting a lot of followers. But you got to think, bro, like maybe she capped out. Like this might be like.
Well, Dixie D'Amelio is dating Noah Beck, and Bryce. I watched this video. I saw it on TikTok, but he did it for a YouTube video where you know how Noah and Dixie are dating? Well, he had a girl sit on Noah's lap and he recorded it for a YouTube video as a prank, but Noah was blindfolded or something and didn't realize what was happening. And then they took the blindfold off and there's like a girl who's like butt naked. Like she's like, she has her pants down in the YouTube video and they like blurred it out. She had her pants down and she's sitting on Noah. And while it's happening, Bryce is on FaceTime with Dixie. So he was pranking Dixie and Noah at the same time. But like obviously
that's messed up, though. That's messed up.
Obviously that's like not funny at all because
no, that's like actually not. But not
they're in a relationship.
Like, well, dude, like also like a consent issue there, like like just the fact of like, bro, like the respect, like how disrespectful.
Also, her pants, the girl that whoever he got as like the prank girl, her pants are down. Imagine if that was like a guy and his pants are down sitting on like a girl's lap, sitting on my lap. Like I'd lose my shit.
But not just that, like, I mean, I don't know, dude. That's like not right at all. Like what the
No, but there's so like many things wrong with that.
That's just like, that was like really crossed the line. Like I would have been pissed, but not just that. It's like let's just say that happened to me, right? I'm a married man. I'm not trying to get into nothing with nobody, right? I have one of my friends just prank me like that, and it's like technically I'm innocent because I didn't do anything wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna feel like bad because like,
right,
this is happening to me, and in reality, what the freak? Not just that, dude, Bryce, you're supposed to be a friend. Like that was pretty jerkish. And how do you think that made Dixie feel? Like,
yeah,
Dixie.
No, exactly. Like, no, she's on FaceTime and like she doesn't know what's going on, and then he turns the camera to Noah, like to the girl sitting on Noah, and her face just like drops, like as anyone's would.
Yeah, that's messed
up. Like it's so messed up. And I kind of like he got so much backlash for this. I guess Bryce thought it would be funny. And
dude, he's such a dummy. Like
he's just rude. And like honestly, he got a lot of backlash for this, as he should have.
He's
like
Jake Paul 2.0. Like
everyone was like, dude, like everyone was just like, wow, like Bryce, this is. But the best thing I saw was the paparazzi saw Heidi D'Amelio, which is like Dixie's mom, saw Heidi on the street, and they asked her about it, and she went off like on Bryce, dude, like as she should.
You know how
as she should.
Yeah, like what? Not just that, bro. Like, imagine being Noah now and you having to go like meet their parents and like talk to them and stuff. Like how awkward that is, knowing like that was everywhere. And like, you know, I mean, I don't know what I'd do. Like if that happened to like my little girl was like dating somebody, right? And then like that happened to him. Like, I don't know whether to be like mad about it or like be like, I mean, it's not like it's his fault. It's not like his fault, but like,
no, I wouldn't be mad at Noah. Noah didn't even know what was going on. He literally looked like when the blindfold came off, he was like, what the heck, man? Like he was like, he knew, like he looked pissed. And because like that kind of like gets him into crap, and he didn't even do anything, and that's gonna get your girlfriend mad at you.
People like Bryce Hall make me so aggravated because like, bro, when I see these kids on YouTube or just like social media and they're not funny like at all, like Bryce has no comedic ability in all actuality, like he's so dull, and they try to be funny. Like this is their version of being funny.
I know.
Like coming from somebody who's like an actual comedian, like it's so frustrating watching these kids because I'm like, you don't know how to be funny. Like if you have to do that to try to be funny, like this is really what happens
when people want to get out of their own lane. They want to do something like, they're not good at.
Stay in your lanes, put your stupid little ball cap on, and make some videos.
And just stay in your stupid lane and take your shirt off and do what you do.
And watch, $20 says if he ever sees his podcast, probably won't, but if he ever sees his podcast, then he's gonna want to fight me because he just wants to fight everybody. He reminds me of this kid I went to school with.
Hey, Nick,
to fight me.
Nick, I could fight Bryce Hall, and so like we're good. Sorry, Bryce.
Why.
No offense, Bryce, but I think I could probably even deadlift more than you.
Like, okay, maybe not. I don't try to fight anybody. Like, I'm just trying to make a scene. Like,
he could probably deadlift more than me.
I just wish some of these kids would just stay in their lane. Like, it's not funny, dude. You tried, you failed. Please just stay to making F-boy videos or doing, whatever you're doing. Like, your career is much better that way. Like, leave the other stuff to us, man, because that's messed up, bro. I feel bad for Noah, in that like a situation like that. Not just that, bro. Like, Noah's actually a pretty wholesome guy. Like, I've made fun of him a few times in my videos, and he laughs on him, like, or he like comments on him laughing and stuff. Like, he's pretty cool. Like, he can take a joke and whatnot. I mean, Bryce has laughed at the jokes that I've made at him too.
I hope he can take a joke because he clearly thinks it's funny to do jokes like that to other people.
That's like a little bit too funny.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be laughing.
I don't think it would have been like a bad joke if he wasn't in a relationship necessarily, but like the fact that he was in a relationship, whole point he did that. Yeah, exactly.
And he has Dixie on FaceTime, so he's FaceTiming her, being like, "Hey, your boyfriend's cheating on you, ha ha ha." And like she's devastated. Like you can see in her face that she's just really like upset, and she kind of like turns the camera and then like whatever. It's just really like upsetting. And then of course like he's like, "Oh, ha, it's a joke," and everyone's like, "Bro, like
it's not a bro." Like, dude, there's a million
the things people do
and a million pranks that you could do that don't involve literally having to like ruin somebody's like relationship or make it awkward now. Like that kind of makes it awkward. is what it really
it's just rude. And so all the comments, like, here's some comments that people were saying just to like continue on. People were like, yo, Bryce has crossed so many lines with the pranks. Isn't funny. This is so stupid. Not a fun prank. And then some people were like, okay, this is not a big deal. Y'all are just soft. And I'm like, okay, the thing is, I think pranks are funny a lot of the times, but this is like not, to me, this has nothing to do with being soft. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly. Coming from somebody like me, like I troll, you know this, like I don't get really offended about anything necessarily. Like I'm pretty chill when it comes to like anything. And I believe any joke goes, right?
Yeah.
This wasn't even that's not even a joke. Like that's not even that doesn't qualify as a joke. That was just stupid. Like
that was like it was a disrespectful prank, and it wasn't even funny. It wasn't even a funny prank.
No,
it was a stupid prank.
That's not.
Yeah, and then somebody said, this is my favorite comment. Someone said, I think that Bryce Hall should honestly just shut up. All of our problems would be solved and we would have world peace. I feel that, girl. I feel that. I'm liking that. I'm liking that comment. she's like, if Bryce Hall would just shut up, literally the whole world would be better.
We can have world peace just because Bryce Hall stops talking. I'm dead. Hey, there might be some truth to that. Look, Bryce was chill. Okay, I didn't mind Bryce until like I think he just got too far, and now he's just a little bit too much on the cocky side. And that's kind of what happened. It's just that's what happened. I didn't mind his stuff at all. Like when I first started to see him like up and coming, because he was like a Musical.ly kid. And then homie, really honestly, I think he takes for granted the fact that he got an opportunity.
Yeah.
He got an opportunity with the Sway Boys. It wasn't the other way around. Like he acts like he's making everybody. And I'm like, but stop. There's not a lot of people in the social media industry that can say that they did it all themselves. You're definitely not one of them. Okay.
For real.
I like saw you started to come up out of nowhere. You were popping up in Josh Richards' videos and other people that were like already like pretty well established. But it's because they were all feeding off each other, right? They're doing that whole like creator thing. I'm not against that creator thing, but my whole thing is don't go bragging like you're some hotshot and you like, you know, you did this and now you're
do
like,
all these things.
Yeah. And he calls himself a YouTuber now. Shut up. You're a TikToker. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, buddy.
Look,
that would be the same as me saying, yeah, I do Twitch. I'm just a Twitch streamer. Like, I'm not a Twitch streamer, bro. I am a TikToker. Okay. I know it's true.
I know it's true. No, Nick, I'm about to roast myself because like I'm about to totally start doing YouTube and then like in a year I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah,
and everyone's gonna be like, Alex, now. You're not a YouTuber. Like you're a TikToker turned YouTuber. Yeah. Two totally different things. Anyways, no, you're so right. I hate when people do that.
Yo, I forgot to tell you, I got into investing after our last podcast.
Yo, so I saw your story, your Instagram story, and I was like, okay, I see Nick out. Nick be out here.
Listen, I've been day trading. Like I got so far into it. Like, dude, I've been going ham. Like, yeah.
Nick, how are you doing?
Okay, well, today
you made
really bad. Did you see what happened today? Did you see? Yeah, I made cash, but did you see what happened today?
So I haven't checked my thing today because I've been out and about.
Okay, and Ish was wild. So basically, last night after hours, CCIV got wrecked. I don't know if you've been keeping up with that because
no, I haven't.
Okay, so
I haven't been doing
it's
anything
like
because I was traveling.
It's like the next Tesla. They're getting with Lucid Motors, and Lucid Motors is literally like better than Tesla. Like they're supposed to go twice as far. Like it's going to be crazy. Their executives came from Tesla and from Apple. So like they've got like some really high tech. And dude, I got into that junk when it was $37 and it went up to 60. It was hitting 64 yesterday. High 60. Yeah, it was or like low 60s. I was in at 37. I got in right before the hype. So did my research, hopped in that junk, right? Now I'm still new to this. So I didn't know what buy the rumor, sell the news meant. Freaking news of the merger came out. News of the merger came out after hours yesterday. I'm sitting here like, hundreds of dollars in the bank. Let's go. And then out of nowhere, junk just starts tanking, right? I took profits, only made like $30 because I quickly got out before I went negative. I just brought back in today at 36 because it's getting ready to come right back up again. Basically, the merger, it was just a bunch of freaking losers, bro, and they just sold out. Anyways, this stock is going to be worth a lot soon. Like, we're talking hundreds for sure. It's just because, they're kind of having like Lucid Motors is like pretty much having to start over with this merger and whatnot. Yeah. So it's like, it's just kind of like a reset. I could have just held my shares and whatever. I was like, I'll just take a little bit of profit. And then I bought back in cheaper. So I bought back in cheaper. Now I'm sitting even better, a little bit more shares. And then now I'm just waiting. Yeah. And I got AMC. I have a bunch of AMC and I'm up right now because AMC is getting ready to rocket. You know, we've been going through those last few weeks of just like pure horror. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Well, it's getting ready to rocket because shorts are running out of shares. It's going down. I've been doing my research like crazy. I've been spending all day watching these things. Yo, I'm in on like a bunch of different ones. Anyways, today I went down like $1,200, right? My junk tanked because this morning everything was red. Everything was red except AMC, which is hilarious because AMC has been red for the last 3 weeks. So everything went red, and out of nowhere, AMC started working up. What I think the hedge funds and shorters are pissed off because AMC is getting ready to rocket and they're going to be broke. So what they're doing is they're trying to short absolutely everything that they can possibly short to get what they want, which is obviously the money, because they know Nick, they're going to lose it.
You should read this book I read on how to day trade for a living. If you're day trading, you would really like this book.
I'm not like full day trading because I didn't put. You have to have 25,000 in your account to start. I didn't want to. I didn't want to put that kind of money.
You don't. You need 7,000 to start. Read the book How to Day Trade for a Living, and you can do it.
Bro, I just did like a ton of research on it. Everything was saying
in the US. In the US, you only need 7,000 because you put they give you the rest of the money. Like,
okay. Yeah, no. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go under that. Like, I didn't want to go under that thing. I figured I'd do it myself. I only put like 4K in my account, and I was just going to work from there. I was just going to work from there up to the 25K and screw that.
Nah, Nick, you could do so much more, but just.
Well, I could. The thing that sucks right now, like if you're not, like I'm getting I get those little pop-ups that are like, if you buy this and you sell in under 2 days, you'll get a GFV violation. You know, like good faith violation or whatever. And if you get like 5 of them, I think you get kicked out for like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, just check that stuff out. But it would be good. It would be good to read this book because this guy is super cool, super awesome. You can even listen to it on an audiobook or whatever. And just like when you're bored, give you some information.
Have you been day trading?
I don't day trade. I did a whole lot of research on it and I did all this stuff, but
it's low-key hard, bro. It's like, it's because it's kind of almost like gambling. And that's why I'm like,
it is gambling. Yeah, that's why I don't do it.
But it's like gambling on research. If that makes sense. Gambling on kind of like in the hopes of like what these companies say they're going to do, they actually do. So I feel like it's different and it's good for the economy if you think about it. Like it's a different kind of game. Like gambling is totally just like selfish, but this is like at least this has like much more positive. And then dude, worst comes to worst. See, this is how I'm looking at all this. Worst comes to worst, hold that motherfucker. Why sell for a loss? Why sell for a freaking like just holding? You don't own anything. Like bro, just keep holding because they can come right back up. And like, bro, that's
the thing about day trading too is hella taxes, Nick. Taxes.
Yes, no, I know, which is why I'm trying. I have quite a few that like I'm trying to make like at least a year-long hold.
Yeah, so you can hold.
Otherwise, it's 100%. Yeah, so you'll get taxed. Like if I made like 20K, I think I'd get taxed like a few, like at least like 4,000 to 5,000.
It's like 35%.
Yeah, I know. So that's probably like.
But if you hold it for a year, it's like 15%. So
yeah, I know it'll go down.
It's not so bad, but you can still.
Bro, I'm waiting for the squeeze. Because right now it's up to 746, and I got 200 shares at like 671. Yeah. So I'm up already like 100 and something.
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, if this junk hits like $20, if this junk just goes up to $20, bro, that's thousands right there that I'm gonna make. And then if it does what everybody says it's gonna do, which I don't know, they're like it's gonna do a gamma squeeze to like $15 to $25. And then it's going to dip just slightly. And then it's going to rocket like hundreds and hundreds. And I'm like, we'll see about that. Because we all know in reality, AMC is not worth hundreds and hundreds. It's really not. But if everybody keeps holding, it'll do what GameStop did. It'll hit 500.
Yeah.
I mean, it will. Yeah. But like it's low key, like, you know, manipulation. I've been keeping up with that court case too. Have you heard about that? The whole GameStop court case that's going on?
No.
They had Robinhood in there. I was watching the whole thing the other day. It was like the first episode of it. Yeah. And there's like, I think three 3 times that they're gonna have to like meet. This was just like round 1, and dude, they had Vlad, the CEO of Robinhood, in there. They had the Citadel guy. They had the CEO of Reddit. They had homie named GFV. His name's Good Effing Value. He was a Reddit user who made like $50 million off the GameStop thing. He's in the court.
What?
Yeah,
he made 50 mil?
Dude, it was political theater. They kept saying, this is not political theater. And I'm watching on YouTube, and all of us in the comment are like, this is literally hilarious. It was so funny, bro. Like, freaking Robinhood. I want to watch it. Dude, he might go to jail. Like, dude, they're like, because they were ripping him to shreds. Congress was ripping them to shreds. They're like,
that's because exactly what they did was so wrong.
Yeah, they're like, you knew exactly what you're doing. And he was trying to say, well, we didn't have the funds to support it. And he was like, well, this is like a 0.0003% out of like 34 million chance that something like this would happen, you know, this and that. And they're like, okay.
So what? So what?
And then they were like, your name is literally Robinhood. One of the guys is like, your name is Robinhood. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Get him. He's like, your name is Robinhood. And he goes, you know, that Robinhood stole from the rich to give to the poor. And he's like, you're doing the complete opposite, buddy. He's like, you're stealing from all the poor people to give to the rich. Because you know what they did with GameStop is they cut it to where you couldn't sell on even when it was coming down. So everybody was left bag holding. Just like tons of shares. None of them could sell. So they all bought in. That's where the real problem came in. It wasn't the fact that like they, bought or like the squeeze happened or anything. It was really the fact that like tons of people were left holding all these bags, and because Robinhood wouldn't let them sell. Because they're like, we can't afford it or whatever. And the Citadel guy looked like he was going to crap his pants the whole time. He looked terrified, bro. It was just funny as heck. I was just watching it and watching the responses, and they're like, they tried to take up, the CEO of Robinhood tried to take up at least 20 seconds before after each question was asked. They'd ask him like, just, like whatever. And he'd go, thank you so much for asking this question. Like he was just trying to waste time because each person only had 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
One of the guys finally cut him off. He said, cut the crap, bro. I'm done with these thank yous. He's like, tell me, he's like, it's a simple yes or no answer. I was like, bro, rip him to shreds. And you just see his face and he's just like, see, the thing is, and they're like, dude, like he would not answer anything. He couldn't answer one yes or no question. He got asked like by like 50 different Congress people. Dude, they were just, and I think the SEC was in there too. Like they were ripping them to shreds too. Like everybody was getting torn alive. That was a part of this, except for homie that won 50 million. Like he was just chilling. It was funny.
He's just vibing. He's like, I'm rich now. I don't care.
Yeah, you should have seen it. It was like a live stream is how they were doing it. And it was just flipping through. It almost looked like a Zoom call like this. It was just flipping through, and homie's in a room like I'm in right now with his gaming chair. He's just sitting there like this, just chilling. And he'd just be like, oh, yeah.
He's like, I don't care because I'm rich.
Yeah, exactly. So they'd call on him and he'd just be sitting there like sipping like his coffee. He's like, yeah. After they'd say his name like 20 times, like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, everybody was just laughing their butts off in the comment section.
He's like,
yeah, he didn't want to answer anything. He's just like, yeah.
He's like, my wife is like that sound. My wife is having an affair with the tennis coach. Yeah, that's right. I'm rich. Like, he's like, I don't care. Anyways, that's shorters really in there funny. Too.
They had shorters in there. The guys who like tried to short the stock all the way down.
Yeah.
And they were one of the guy looked like he was about to cry. Because they were ripping him to shreds too. And then they were like coming up with all these different ways to do things. And he's like, I mean, I guess if that's the way that I have to do it from now on, I'll obey the rules. And he just kept denying every claim against him. They're like, bro, we all know you illegally shorted. Homie over here who won 50 million was probably a part of insider trading. Like,
for real.
Like all you guys are going to jail, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah, like you all suck and we hate you.
But hey, I'm holding my AMC. Ain't no insider trading here, bro. I got in at 671. So frick everybody. If this junk takes off, you ain't taking me to court, baby. I'm just gonna cash out get my money.
Get your money, Nick.
I won't make crazy money though, like some of these people.
Well, yeah. So off topic, I saw something else that I thought was interesting. This is nothing to do with trading at all. But you know, Bad Baby, like the rapper Danielle Bregoli.
Bro. She's been off the scene for a minute.
She's the Catch Me Outside girl for everyone listening. If you don't know her, she's the one who's like, Catch Me Outside. How about that? From Dr. Phil. So she posted something on her Instagram story that I thought was really interesting. I saw this sent in to the TikTok room. Because like I don't follow her or whatever. But I saw this and I was like, okay, you know what? This is really interesting. So she made a good point in a weird way. She said, do y'all really think you get paid to go on Dr. Phil? You think he handed a 13-year-old girl millions of dollars to be on one show? Every dollar I made on my own. No one's ever handed me money for nothing. Can't call me spoiled because I make my own money. I work for this shit. This ain't no handed down money. So there's a few things about that. She's making a pretty decent point in a way.
Okay. It's not like Dr. Phil paid her a bunch, but guaranteed, at least
that's what started her career.
Paid. Yeah. And that's what started
her career.
So you should thank Dr. Phil for
at the end of the day, she is correct with saying like, okay, she obviously made the money. She probably did
make something off the Dr. Phil show though, or at least her family did. Her like mom or whoever was there.
Well, probably her memes that went viral made her money and all that crap.
Like that might have, and that might have too, because guaranteed she probably got hit up by some of those companies that are like, we will, they'll like claim her video, like claim her
so that clearly started her career, because that's how we all knew her was a viral meme.
If she tries to deny that, that's fake, because that definitely started her career.
I guess people are just saying, to her like, hi, like you only have money because like you got paid by Dr. Phil and all stuff. And she's like, okay, well, actually I didn't. I started my own rapping career like from the attention she got from Dr. Phil, which makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a common story for a lot of people.
Like, here's the thing. Yeah, she's working for her money, right? She's writing the rap, she's doing her thing or whatever. If she is writing the raps, she's, doing her thing. She's clearly making all the money on her own now, but like she can't deny the fact that the reason that any of this is possible right now is because you said cash me outside. How about that on a Dr. Phil show? Like, you literally tried to fight Dr. Phil live on TV. Like,
yeah, like, gosh, that's still like the cringiest.
That's why you have any opportunity right now. If you didn't say that, that would have never went viral. That would have just been another Dr. Phil episode.
Like the cringiest thing I've ever seen.
Literally.
But it was funny, and I'm good for her. I mean, she started her career. Girl be killing it out here. She be doing some stuff. So that's cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I guess it's just an interesting subject because people are kind of like, just saying like, oh, you're handed everything. And she's like, well, technically she was just handed a crap ton of attention, and she kind of like did what she did, and her and her team ran with it and started a rapping career, which is pretty smart. Because she's
actually not bad at it either.
She's actually good at it, Nick. I heard one of her songs, and I was way impred, to be honest.
There's a few songs that she has that are like, you can tell like she actually has good rhythm and whatnot. Like she can hold a beat and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, she's clearly got it. And if she's writing her own raps, then that makes her, and that's pretty good. So she's not bad.
No, she's not bad. But I thought that was interesting because it's just like, it's just an interesting subject, because it's like, okay, like where, like how far is the line drawn with that? But at the end of the day, she did her thing. She took the attention and she got money from the attention, which is cool. Smart marketing tactic, to be honest. But anyway, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then so I don't know.
I don't know. That's it. All
right. Wait. I just remembered something. Zoe Laverne is pregnant. Did you see that? She is pregnant. So we talked about this on one of our last podcasts. We mentioned how she said, oh, I might be pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, what, Nick, is she 18? She's 18, 19?
Yeah, 18? She's 19, I think now. I swear every time I see her, I think she's 12 and a half because of the way she acts.
She was under ridicule because she kissed a 13-year-old. Remember,
we talked a baby daddy.
No, so we talked about this on one of our last podcasts. We talked about how she kissed a 13-year-old, whatever. Yep. This girl be having a kid, and she just kissed a 13-year-old. So very
she's
concerning.
So problematic, anyways. You know what drives me nuts? Or actually, it doesn't drive me nuts. It's just hilarious. Is those little sounds that you see on TikTok? Zoe is my queen.
Yes.
I love doing those on my second account.
I cry.
I just, bro, every single one that I've done on my second account blows up when I like put like the fat, like the little filter where you can like stretch the face or stretch out your face. I'll like make my face all fatter and I'll be like,
does she ever get mad?
My queen. And like, no,
does but like ever get mad?
Some of her followers like will comment, but majority of people are like, oh, Zoe lasagna. Or my favorite one recently is Zoe La Rapist. I'm like, oh my God. Zoe La Groomer. I've heard that one. Zoe La Groomer has been going around.
If you guys don't know who she is, she's a TikTok girl and she's young and naive and she does some really unfortunate
She's 19
things.
and she acts like a 12-and-a-half-year-old, literally. And all of her fans are literally too young to even be allowed on the app, but somehow the app has yet to, find them and delete them.
Yeah. So, we're still wondering why.
Okay. Now, Andreas Lopez. Yo, remember when we talked about that? Dude, this just came to my mind. Has he posted at all since then? No, he literally hasn't. Homie ghosted last month. No, his last post is from 122. Actually, he deleted like 2 or 3 posts because he got so many comments that were just like
so many hate comments.
Yeah, and now everybody, it's okay because it caught up to this post. So I mean, he's screwed. Like either turn off comments, buddy, or you're just gonna keep getting them. Yeah, it says 122 was the last time he posted. So that was literally a month ago as of yesterday. Like, sheesh.
Well, he deserves to just fall off the face of the earth. He shouldn't be allowed to have a platform anymore.
I actually heard that they're going through like some lawsuits and whatnot. Like,
they should. We talked about this, but I hope they're kicked off entirely off the internet and have no platform anymore, because people like that do not deserve to have a platform where people can like look up to them. Understand,
like, you didn't learn from your little brother's mistake. Like, you didn't learn what could happen, bro. You got 22 million followers. You're going to throw that away for a 14-year-old girl?
Yes.
Like, dude, I'm going to be straight with you, Andreas. I know there has to be some 20-year-old poon like in your freaking in your DMs, bro. Like, why in the world?
Because he's a pedophile. That's why.
Like,
there's no other reason.
Those kind of people, like, I just want to be like, bro, like, why? I can't understand it regardless, but I just want to be like, at least weirdos who like don't have anybody over 18 like trying to get with them.
Yeah.
Like, they're just trying to get what they can get. Like, still wrong 100%. But like, I just want to be like, oh, you guys have 20-something million followers?
Yeah, and you choose to
don't tell me right now. Like, I'm a married man with just a couple million and I still get chicks in my DMs all the time. Now I ignore all of them because I'm like, I am not going down that road, sister.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, Nick.
Not just that, like, I'm just not really like that. Like, I don't need a little social media relationship. Plus, most of these people, they just want to be able to say like, oh, I'm with this person. Like, they don't even care. Like, that's the other thing. Like, it's hard for me nowadays to even like I'm not even at the place that some of these people are, but still, like, it's hard for me to kind of like know when somebody really wants to like be my friend or be with me or whatever. Because it's Nick, just like when you have a lot of followers, like, people, sometimes I'm just like, are you a cloud chaser? Like, luckily I've been married since before.
You know what?
I don't even have to worry about like a relationship.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I just was talking about this literally yesterday. I put this on my thing on Instagram, my Instagram story to my close friends. I was really upset because this random girl from high school, I guess. She like just you know what you're saying, like how people. Dude,
yes, I've had people hit me up on Facebook from high school, and I'm like, can you stop, bro? And they'll be like, I just have a question about TikTok or just a question.
Yeah,
about
so this happens to me at least once a week.
High school.
Shut up. Like, at least once a week, somebody messages me and they're like, hey, I was just wondering if you could either post me on your TikTok or post me on your OnlyFans or post me on your Instagram or post me on your Twitch or whatever. And like, I'm like, hey guys, we have talked once. Why on earth? We're not even friends. That's the thing. Like, if you're like my best friend, my close friend, of course I'm going to help you out. Of course I'm going to like want to like help out. Yeah, it's stuff.
Like, but
they're not even here. Nick, these are like people that didn't even like me in high school.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I've been hit up by those too. And it drives me nuts.
I'm like, you didn't even like me. You tried to get with my ex. Like, it's like the craziest thing. But yeah, this girl she messages me. She's like, hey, I was wondering if you could post me. And she used the money card. She goes, I really need the money. And I thought we were like friends. Like, I thought we were cool. Like,
get a job. You know what I mean? Get a job.
I shouldn't say the word. I shouldn't say the word like friends because like we weren't close at all. But like, I just thought she liked me for me. You know what I mean? Like it kind of hurt my feelings because like, you know, when you're certain that somebody's not there to use you and then they do, and it kind of like hurts your feelings. She was just like, hey, you have to post me. Like can you post me because I need the money? And like, I was like, dude, can you just like,
I have to post? Like, why is that your responsibility? Like, I hate that, bro. Like when people make it feel.
But I'm like, we're not even close. That's the thing is like, I was like, you didn't even like me in high school. Like what? We're not even friends. That is why
I'm so happy that I got married before my social media career, because I don't know what I do now. Because it's like, it's weird, you know, like you'd be like, are you in
you wouldn't know if somebody's really
like do you actually like me for me? Like, do you like me for me, or do you just like, dude, like Avery, like when we got married, like I'm glad, like we went through a lot of hard times and whatnot, like when we first got married, like remember our first year and like I lost my job like 2 weeks after we got married. I got laid off, and then like I didn't have a job for like 6 months. Luckily, I'm like a boss at savings, so like I had all that money in my bank account. We were able to like live off that until I was able to finally I got a job after going to so many interviews and whatnot. But and then you know a couple of years after that, now I'm doing, you know, social media and whatnot. But I just remember like we went through some hard stuff, bro. And, you know, we were living in an apartment, and like we were literally got down to like where we were getting ready to like go in debt and whatnot. I was gonna have to like get like a loan and everything. And dude, like she stuck with me through all that, not having a job for 6 months, and like
Avery's a real one. Shout out to Avery.
Sheesh, bro. Like
Avery's a real one.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm glad like it was somebody that like I could go through the really hard times with.
Yeah.
And then now like where I'm at, and like I'm able to like make good money, and like, you know,
Nick, she's your ride or die. You can't ever let her go.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's just nice to know like somebody like that. Cause like if I got like, let's just say I got with somebody right now, right? While like things are going good, you know, I'm making good money or whatever. And like, you know, I got a house and like all these things and whatnot. And,
I got a house and a car.
Yeah, but no, but I'm just saying. Yeah, you know how it is. Nobody has a house or a car, baby. I'm the only one.
Baby, we got cars, baby.
I'm dead. Anyways, no, but you know what I'm saying? Like I live fine. Like there's not really like a whole lot of like struggling necessarily right now.
Yeah, so
it's just nice to know like if I was with somebody else, like who knows if I got with them right now, and then like let's just say like things went south or whatever and got like really rough. Would they just like dip out just because I'm not, you know, rich and famous or whatever anybody wants to say? Or,
it's funny you say that. It's so funny you say that because like that's like I feel my boyfriend, he doesn't care, like, or he's not a clout, like he doesn't give a crap. He doesn't even show his face online. Like he doesn't care about like, you know, like followers or whatever. But like it's interesting because social media is how we met. So like that's what's
that's how me and Avery met too. I hit her up in the Twitter DMs. But you know, that was back in high school. So like I mean
he saw like he had followed me from my TikTok videos, and then he came into my live stream one time and he watched my live stream, and that's how we met. But like it's so interesting because it's like it is weird because like I couldn't imagine like just being with somebody who like only cares about that stuff. Like that would be so weird, but most people don't, and they shouldn't, because it's not a big deal. But it just sucks because it's like when you think somebody cares for you and they turn out to just want you for money
is during the hard times. That's it. That's the only time you'll ever know is when things are rough. Are they still going to be there? You know? And like, if they're not there when things are rough, that's kind of when, you know, like
who your true friends or your true family.
Oh, 100%. And that's why I've had the same 3 best friends for forever. Like Brianna, Kristen, Kirk. Yeah. I've had the same 3 best friends since I was like 14, 15, because they've, we've stuck by each other, and like we've all had hard times. We've all still been friends. And so like I know for a fact, like obviously they're not who I'm talking about, but like just like random people who didn't even like me in high school, now they want to reach out and they want me to post them. I'm like, have you lost your mind? Yeah, sure, I'm gonna charge you more than what I charge companies, because I don't even want to have anything to do with you.
I'm dead. Yeah, people ask me all the time for that stuff, and I'm just like,
yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Is that really what you want though? Like, do you want me to like shout you out, or do you want to do it yourself? Like, if you really think about it though, like I wish more people would just think about it. Like,
exactly.
I don't know. Maybe it's just my mindset. I don't want to be in debt to anybody. Like, debt to me is scary. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I like my freedom. I like to not owe anybody anything. So, that's part of why I don't do a lot of collabs. I don't want there to be somebody that's just like tries to act like, oh, they contributed so much to my career, and then now, it's like I owe my career to them, or I owe this.
You're a Virgo. You're a Virgo.
I am a Virgo.
That's a Virgo thing. Virgo thing.
I hate that. Like I'm just like, I'm my own person. I'm independent, and like screw everybody.
That's it. I get that though. I get that though, and that makes sense. And that's the thing is, like, dude, I think
like you feel so much better too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you feel like on the inside, like you feel like, she's like, I did that, or
like I did something myself.
Like that came from my hard work. Like not somebody just giving me a shout out and then boom, it's over. Like there goes my career taking off. Like sure, that's nice, but like at the end of the day, like you really appreciate that? Like no, you would appreciate it so much more when you're at the bottom for so long. When you're at the bottom watching everybody else at the top, and you see how much work you're putting in compared to them, or, whatever, which by the way, I'd like to tell everybody out there, sometimes you see these people and they have lots of followers and whatnot, or it looks like their career is so successful and like they just got to hand it to them, but you don't really see any of the background work that went in, like at all. Like, and I get it. Some people really did get to hand it to them. So I understand where like that mindset could come from, but there's a lot of us that like didn't have it handed to us at all. Like we actually had to spend, like people don't see the fact that like I spent every single day for an entire year streaming 8 to 12 hours a day, like every day, like 0 days off. Like nobody saw that.
They think you just like get one video and that's it.
Now, obviously, yes, with time, it does get easier. Like you don't have to put in as much work because you kind of hit what's called like the snowball effect. But bro, for like however long, I tried to make it on Vine. Like I only made it to like 23,000 followers on Vine. Like,
and
then now looking back, like, dude, my second account, Alex, just hit 800K yesterday.
Heck yeah, Nick, you're I know I saw I saw some of your like your stage videos.
Dude, those were listen to how many my second account is about to beat my main account for the most amount of views I've ever gotten in a month.
Are you serious?
Days. Yeah, right now I have 88 million, but I've still got like a few days to beat that record. I've got like 5 days to beat that record. I have over 88 million views.
Make it happen, Nick. I'm
trying to hit that 100 mil. My main account one.
You got to hit 100 million.
I hit like 93 mil, I think was my record. So I've got like 5 days.
You have to hit. You have to hit it, Nick. You got to do it. Make it happen, Nick.
You know how my main got kicked out of the Creator Fund, right?
Yeah, you told me that.
Well, I'm happy that my second account didn't, because that's where all the views are. And you know how it's all based on unique views?
Money.
So since it's based on unique views, I get way more unique views on my second account because
you have less followers on there.
Well, I have less followers and less less people have seen that account. But dude, that account's blowing up, Alex. I've gained 400K in the last month.
What? That's insane.
I've doubled in the last few weeks. I'm like,
that's crazy.
What is going on, dude?
No, that's good though. You got to keep posting on that account too. Then, especially if that one isn't.
This is my main account right now. Front. I'm literally posting more on this account. But because here's the thing too, I made this account as a spam account. So my main account was just made for like my best content, if that makes sense. Like my best ideas is what I put on my main account, right?
Yeah.
So my second account was made as like a spam account, and dude, I have so many people who are like, I like your second account more than I like your main account. Because I guess it's just I don't care. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what goes on my second account.
You're being more
so maybe
yourself.
I'm a little bit more authentic. Like my main, it's not that my main's not authentic. It's just my main, I kind of rig it, if that makes sense, to be like, I try to make it what I think is the best or what I think is going to go viral. And my second account is just like, I'm not deleting anything. I don't care. Like everything goes.
And the main account is like what's used for like companies and stuff also.
Yes,
which
exactly.
Is, like, that's what's always in my head.
Posted. I post less on there so that the views stay high. But like surprisingly, my second account getting way more views, but it's great because the creator fund and everything. And I'm just like, sheesh, I'm surprised I haven't got kicked out of the creator fund though, Alex. I've had about 20 videos get taken down this month on my second account for community guidelines.
God, Nick. Oh my God.
So I'm just waiting. You remember how we were out to eat at Cheesecake Factory and then I got that email that was like, yeah, you've been kicked out or whatever. And I was like, what the frick? So hopefully I don't get that same email. Happen. But hey, at least I know I still get paid for the months to come if they do kick me out. Like I get, at least I did on my main. But yeah, dude, my second account now has already made more money than my main.
That's insane, Nick. Well, I'm really happy to hear that. And all you guys watching, go follow Nick's second account also.
Frick. It's me, Nick52, baby.
It's me, Nick52.
Couple more dollars. No, I'm just kidding.
Couple more dollar bills, y'all. It is about the money.
The money helps. The money helps a lot. Helps me keep creating good content and whatnot. So.
But all right, cool. Well, listen, this was a good podcast. Amazing. It's like super late here. I'm tired. I need to eat dinner.
What time is it?
It's not super late. It's 9:18.
9:18 p.m. Shoot, it's 2:18.
I know.
I'm about to play some video games, guys. Follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/It's Me Nick Smithy.
Hey, Nick, I hope you have a fun time playing video games. Give Asher a kiss for me. All right.
I will. I think he just woke up. I think I just heard him start crying. I gotta
give my baby nephew a kiss from his auntie Alex across the world. You better, or else I'm gonna find you. All right. Well, Nick, listen, I love you. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, listening, whatever, to the It's Not Related podcast. And we'll have a lot more episodes going forward now that we figured out how to do portable episodes. So it'll be
right. Late. Yeah. We'll be back on our grind. We kind of had to stop because we were
get back on we the grind. Yes, exactly.
I know we took a couple weeks off, but we got y'all. More episodes.
We got you. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, Nick.
Bye.